My name's Josh. I was raised in church, so I always had like some understanding of like God and Jesus and church and all that. Although growing up, I never really believed in it too much. I don't think I really started to actually believe until like maybe a couple of years ago, after a very difficult season in my life. Struggled with a lot of like loneliness and depression kind of thing. But yeah, since meeting Jesus, I think that's been slowly changing. Growing up, I never really had like Christian friends, so a lot of my influences were like, friends I met at school that didn't believe in God and had like negative impact on my life growing up, I would say. And one of, I guess, the biggest parts of my story, I think, is like before I came to Kamloops a couple of years ago, I came here for school, and one of the things because during that time in my life, I was like trying to find God, but it wasn't really working. Like I couldn't, I believed in God, but I didn't really live it out. So one of the things I recognized though was that I just didn't have any like Christian influences in my life, like friends or anything to talk to about that. So I remember before I came to Kamloops, I prayed for a Christian friend. And then on like my first week of school, I remember some random kid came up to me and just kind of sat next to me, and then he turned out to be a Christian. And so then in that moment, I was like, God answered my prayers, like for sure. And then that relationship just kind of helped lead me to Christ and build my relationship with Jesus a lot more, and it's been a blessing. I think the biggest shift for me was just like my perspective, and just understanding that Jesus loves me, and understanding that he loved me like before I even knew about him, and just kind of reflecting on my life and realizing that those times where I thought I was alone, that God was there. I've definitely noticed God working in my life and kind of putting me on the right path towards like fixing things in my life. Yeah, he's given me like Christian friends and like kind of like encouraged me to do things outside of my comfort zone that I don't normally do, praying more, reading my Bible more. I want to be baptized as a public declaration, but to my friends and family, because some of them don't believe. And so I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that rather than trying to preach to them and tell them, that I can like lead them by like an example, set an example for them.